Hello students, I welcome you all to this video in which we are going to discuss about frequency domain filters. These filters are widely used in image transformation and filtering techniques. So this topic will come under the unit 2nd or chapter 2nd of digital image processing. So in previous videos when we discuss about the various types of filters, that is homomorphic filtering and other techniques of filtering, so these filters are also among them. The filtering technique is used to recover the actual data from the noisy or degraded data. So to recover the data or to remove the noise signals from our actual data, we use some techniques. These techniques are known as filtering techniques, and for that purpose we use some equipments to filter out the data, and these equipments are known as filters. So there is a special type of filter which is frequency domain filters. They are widely used in frequency domain signals by using some Fourier transform process. So there are various filters which are come under this category. So let's start with them. First is frequency. In frequency domain filters, as we have already discussed, there are two processes: the smoothing of the filtering of the signal, and second is sharpening the filter. The smoothing filtering is just about to recover the blurred image for getting the clear vision of the image. So this is done by using a filter which is known as low pass filter. So there are three types of low pass filter. The first one is ideal low pass filter, the second is Butterworth low pass filter, and third and last is Gaussian low pass filters. These three category of low pass filter will cover the range, and they are widely used for smoothing of the filters or to remove the blurredness of the image. So in the frequency domain filters, the Butterworth filter has a parameter which is called filter order. This is a special parameter which is present in the Butterworth filter. There is a value which is known as the order of the filter. On the basis of this value, we have to calculate the filtered amount, and we filter the data. So depending upon this value of the order of filter, we can remove different type of noises from our data. If the value of order is a positive value, or is a negative value, or has a value which is equals to 0, so all the three categories will remove the different type of noises. So first one is low pass filter. What is low pass filter? In previous video I have already discussed the low pass filters are those filters which can allow or pass the low frequency components of the signals but block the high frequency components of that signal. So if there is a possibility of presence of the noise signals in some high frequency components, then this filter is used to remove that noisy signals from our actual signal. They can be performed these tasks by allowing the low frequency components to be passed from a desired filter equipment, but it block the high frequency components of that signal. The low pass filter is also known as blurring or smoothing filter because it is widely used for smoothing the images, or whenever we get an image which is blurred due to the sudden motion of camera or due to the sudden action of any capturing equipment, then this type of noisy signal or this type of disturbance is removed by this low pass filter. So when we are performing the low pass filtering technique on any object or any image, then we will consider a low filter mask which has a radius which is denoted by d0, as we have already discussed in this expression. So this filter mask will be a shape of circle which has a radius of d0 from origin to its cutoff radius, and we have to put this mask on the surface of the image which we want to be filter out. It just cover a certain portion or a certain part of the image and perform the task of the filtering. So for measuring the amount of noisy data or to remove this data, there is a mathematical expression for the ideal low pass filter, which is expressed as h of u comma v equals to if the pixel value of image which come under this mask has a value which is less than or equals to the radius value of the circle, then it will give a value 1. Or if the pixel value of the image which covered under the mask has a value which is greater than the radius value of the circle, then it will give a value which is 0. So by using this mathematical expression, the ideal low pass filter will be applied on the image to remove the noise. Now in this ideal low pass filter, the d naught, which can be expressed as the radius, is a positive constant value, and d of u comma v is the distance between a pixel, which is denoted by u comma v, to the in the frequency domain and the center of the frequency rectangle. So this distance can be measured by using this formula: d of u comma v equals to u minus p by 2 square plus v minus q by 2 square, that is of under root. So p and q, u and v are the coordinate values on which the pixels or the image are plotted, and p and q are some integer values which we use to perform this mathematical task. So when we calculate the distance d of u comma v, then we just use this value in our previous formula and just apply the ideal low pass filtering on the blurred image. Now the ideal low pass filters is a symmetric process which can yield the value of 360 degree in two-dimensional images. So simply it cut off the high frequency components and allow the low frequency components to be passed through a radius of a circle which has a which is denoted by d naught. So this behavior of the filter will changes the frequency components of the blurred image on, we can say, the noisy data, and it will recover our original image back from the degraded image. So this is the pictorial representation which we can easily see in this figure. Here in the first part of the figure, we can say that there is a filter mask which is applied on the noisy data, or we can say the degraded image, which has a plotted value of u and v, and this is the perspective plot of ideal low pass filter transfer function. The second will show the radius or the circle part of the filter mask which can be applied on the degraded portion of the image which has a radius of d naught. So this type of circle is applied over the image just like a filter mask, and the amount of portion or the part of the image which is covered under this circle will filter out at a time in a once time period. So, and the last figure will be the filter radius cross section which denote or express the filter data at a time. So this is the ideal low pass filter expression. In this figure we can say there is a Fourier spectrum and a series of ideal low pass filter of different radiuses. Here we can say the radius is in ascending order from low range to high range of the radius. So as the radius increases, it is the clear vision of the images and it to filter out the data in more vision. So this is the ideal low pass filter. First diagram denotes the original image which is the input image to our data, and now the second is the result of filtering with ideal low pass filter of radius 15. This is the original image. When the noisy data is added to our original image, and to remove this noisy data, when we apply the ideal low pass filtering over this image, it has a radius of the value which have the value 15. So after applying this low pass filtering, we have the image like this, and the third part of the image will show the result of filtering with ideal low pass filter of radius 80. So here we can see the difference of having the radius value 15 and the radius value 80. As I have already told you, as the value of the radius is increasing, it will filter more and more data which is more visible and clearly seen. So in the next, the radius value is of 5, which is too small. So we can see the difference, the radius 5. In next figure, it is the value of radius is 30, and the last figure the radius value is 230. So in different part of the image we can see the difference very clearly. The filter mask which has the radius value is very low, then it will filter out some portion, a very little portion of the image, and the filtered data will not be clearly see, is not visible. But as the value of radius increasing, it will show the clear vision of the image, and we can see the more and more clear vision of the image, and we can filter out more and more noisy data from our actual data. So this is the main concept of the ideal low pass filter, that which is mainly based on the value of radius of the filter mask. Now the second part of the low pass filter is Butterworth low pass filter. This type of filter is a type of signal processing filter designed to have as flat a frequency response, and this type of filter is also known as the flat magnitude filter. In previous filter, the ideal low pass filter is just based on a circle mask of having some radius, but this type of low pass filter, the Butterworth filter, is basically based on the flat magnitude filter. It will be based on the magnitude level of the image. It will see or concentrate or just focus about the magnitude value and the intensity value of that image. On the basis of this value, it will filter out the data. So it was first described in 1930 by the British engineer and physicist Stephen Butterworth. That's why its name is Butterworth low pass filter. Now this is the mathematical expression for the Butterworth low pass filter. Here the function will be defined as h of u comma v equals to 1 divided by 1 plus d of u comma v divided by d naught to the power 2n. Here the expressions d naught is seen is the denote the radius of the circle. D of u comma v is the distance from the point u comma v to the center of the circle, and it will give the transfer function which is denoted by h of u comma v, the transfer function from the noisy data to original data. Now this is the output after applying the Butterworth low pass filter. In figure A, the spatial representation of a image, and as the next images, as the spectrum is increasing, it will give the clear, more and more clear vision of the image. So this is the processor of Butterworth low pass filter. Now the third type of low pass filter is Gaussian low pass filter. This is the transfer function, how the transfer function is calculated in this type of low filter. So the mathematical expression is given as h of u comma v equals to e to the power minus d square u comma v divided by 2 sigma square. Here the d of u comma v is the distance between the coordinate value u comma v to the origin of the center, and sigma square is denoted as the variance, which we have already discussed, the variance which give the measure of that how much a pixel value is vary from the other neighborhood pixels of that particular image. So the amount of variance will give the variance amount, that how the two pixels are vary from each other, and both the two pixels are contained from the same image. So this is the expression for Gaussian noise filter. This is the low pass filtering example, how the low pass filter are used and how they can filter out the data which is present in the signal. So this is all about the frequency domain filters, how they are used, what are the different types of low pass filters. So this is the main motive of these filters is to just recover the original data and to filter out our data and removing the noisy data. So a low pass filter is widely used in frequency domain filters, and there are 4 types of low pass filters which perform the different tasks on their own behavior, based on their own behavior. And the main motive of all the types of low pass filter is just to remove the noisy data and filter out the original data back, so that we can increase the quality of image and we can decrease the amount of degraded image quality of the image. This is the Gaussian low pass filter output. So similarly, in previous slides, as we see that when the radius of the circle is increasing, it will give the more and more clear vision of the image. Here we can see that the different parts of this image have the different radius value. First, second part have the radius value 15, then have the radius value 85, then they have in right hand side the blurred image will have the radius value 5, then radius value is 30, and at last the radius value is 230. So we can easily see that the radius value, where the radius value is minimum, that is 5, the image is blurred and which cannot be clearly visible. But where the radius value is maximum, which is 230, so we can see easily that this part of the image is more clearly visible. So this is the difference, and it proved that the behavior of the Gaussian low pass filter is based on the value of radius of the mask filter. And this is the graphical representation of Butterworth low pass filter. This is all about just like the Gaussian low pass filter. So this is the first part of the image will show the perspective plot of and Butterworth low pass filter transfer function. The B image or the second image display the filter displayed on the image, which we are discussed, and the last the graphical picture will show the filter radius cross section of order 1 through 4. So this is all about the frequency domain filters, that the different types of frequency domain filters working differently according to the behavior, and the main motive of all the filters is to just removing the noisy data and increasing the actual quality of image by removing the noisy data and come back to the original data. So the frequency domain filters are very useful for getting the image restoration and transformation and in filtering techniques. Thank you.